Assalamualaikum students. Now today we are going to do adverbs, and we are going to also do different types of adverbs, and after that we are going to also discuss different types of phrases and gerunds and infinitives, inshallah. So let's start. Okay, now first of all, you should know adverbs, the types and the formation. So the important thing is the definition of first of all that adverbs. What are adverbs? So adverbs add extra information to a sentence. They can describe an action. He listened carefully or modify. Now where's the action over here? He's describing the action. Listen. Now how did he listen? He listened carefully. Now over here, carefully is your adverb, which is modifying your action verb over here. Now in the same way, when we go further into the definition, we have or that it modifies an adjective or other adverbs. So it can also it modifies a verb, an adjective, and other adverbs as well. For example, extremely rude, very quickly. Now in the first one we have rude is your adjective and extremely is your adverb. In the second example, you have quickly as your adverb, and very again another adverb, very quickly. So it shows and that an adverb is adding to describing or modifying another a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. They can be either one word sometimes or a phrase. Now a phrase is a group of words which does not give you a complete meaning. It does not have a subject, but it has a certain place in a sentence. Now we are going to move further and see what are the different types of adverbs. So here we are with the types of adverb. The first one is adverb of manner. Beta, I am emphasizing on all these and telling you each and everything very slowly, because over here the placing of the certain adverbs is very important. They are going to tell you about the position. Okay, where are you supposed to position or basically place these adverbs? So for that reason I have chosen this worksheet. Now look very carefully. The first one is adverb of manner. Now let's see. Here we go. Adverb of manner is what? They tell us how somebody does something, in which manner. They are basically telling you that how in which manner something has been done. Now we make them by adding ly. The most commonly thing that we do with the adverb of manner is that we use an ly with an adjective, and it is made, for example, slowly. But not all adverbs of manner are made by adding ly. So keep this in your mind. So here the important thing is the position. Where are you supposed to put it? So it comes after the verb. So adverb of manner, the most important thing is that it comes after the verb. She dances well, or the whole. She dances well. Next is that expression, Maria dances salsa well. So these are what? These are your adverb of manner. Again, if we say okay, she walks slowly. Now over here we have put ly with slow, and automatically it has become an adverb. Now how does she walk? She walks slowly. Basically what are they doing? They are answering the question, and that question is how. Now comes the adverb of frequency, the second type. And over here in the adverb of frequency, as you can look closely, they tell us how often. Now first we were doing adverb of manner. It was giving us the question how. Now we are doing adverb of frequency, and it is giving us answering a question, how often. Kitni dafa, how often, kitni bar. So they tell us how often something happens. Now the position, mind it, this is a very important point over here. Okay, the position before the main verb, it comes before the main verb over here. She always smiles. ठीक है, यानी अगर मेन वर्ब है तो उससे पहले आएगा, it will come before. And after that, the next point that is very important is that after to be or auxiliaries. Now to be is the father of the verb, and in this to be we have all the helping words, that is, am, are, was, were. So before these helping verbs or auxiliaries are also known as helping verbs, they you use what? You use the adverb of frequency. Now there are two positions. First position is that it comes before a verb, and the second is that it comes after the auxiliary or helping words. Now over here, if you look at this example over here, she's always. Now she's means she is always. Now is your helping verb, it's an auxiliary verb, okay, and it is also to be form as well. So it is basically means it's a form of be, so it means here it is coming after the helping verb. Now this is a very important point because it will come in your on your page number 46 in your book. You have this, so you're gonna do it accordingly. Now the next thing is some can go at the beginning of the sentence for emphasis. Now sometimes what do? You use it in the beginning for emphasizing something. For example, I say sometimes, or usually I say, or normally I go to for a walk. So over here I'm using it in the beginning of the sentence. Then comes the next one, and that is your adverb of time. Now what is adverb of time indicating? Adverb of time will indicate or answer the question when. When we say when, we are basically answering the question, or saying it's an adverb of time. We are asking about the time. So over here we have, they tell us when things happen. He replied immediately. I came back last Monday. So the position, what is this position? After the verb. What will be the position? It will be after the verb. She starts work next Monday. Okay, whole expression mein she's coming back from France next Monday. Okay, whole expression means what? It means when you are they are giving you the whole sentence over there. This sentence is a proper and complete big sentence, and over here they are telling you how you are supposed to use it. So when next Monday, it is given. This one is quite easy. The next one is adverb of degree. Now adverb of degree will answer the question that how much something is done. Okay, position before the adverb or adjective, they modify. So it will become basically adverb of degree will come before the adverb or an adjective. For example, she's a dash honest person. Now over here we have very. Now very is your adverb of degree, honest is your adjective. Okay, and if they modify a verb before the main one, it will come before the main one. For example, I ran but almost missed the train. So over here almost is your adverb of degree. Okay, now we come forward. Now here we are with adverb of place. Again, very easy because it tells you where. Now the answer, the question is that where things or people are. Position after the verb if there isn't an object. If there's no object, it will come after the verb. For example, Peter ran away. Okay, over here. And after verb plus object or verb plus preposition plus object, I saw Mandy outside the house. I looked for Mandy outside the house. So we have what? I saw. Saw is your verb, Mandy object, okay, and outside is your adverb of place, okay, over here. So then we have the next one, and that is your sentences. Sentence adverb, they change the whole sentence and make a comment about the situation. ठीक है. So sentence adverbs doesn't come to you basically. आप लोगों ने जो करना है, that is supposed to, that you're supposed to know the which is the placing, and also we are supposed to do the adverb of phrase. But let's read. Any position but at the beginning makes the adverbs more emphatic. So any position but at the beginning, it makes adverb more emphatic when you are using adverbs in the beginning of the sentence. So it is emphasizing more. ठीक है. Luckily he found the car keys. We were late unfortunately. ठीक है. So here we are with the adverbs. Now we are gonna come. Now we come back to our book and page number 46. Now place adverbs at appropriate places. Now you are supposed to put it in the exact place where you think it's appropriate. Now over here, the first one is I am happy when it is my birthday. Now what do you think is the exact place over here? I told you before, because it's always is the adverb of frequency. Now over here, what you are gonna do, you are going to write it after the helping verb. Now over here we have the helping verb, and after the helping verb you are going to use always. Okay. Then we have the next one, and that is my brother gets up 6 o'clock from Monday to Friday and he goes jogging. So the word is often. The first, this one was frequency. Is frequency. Can I write it properly? Sorry, we have to write it again. This is frequency. Okay, so this is adverb of frequency. Then we have the second one, it's again adverb of frequency. And over here, where are you supposed to write it? My brother often gets up. Okay, so after the verb you're gonna before the verb over here you're gonna write often. Okay. Then the next one is he went to the market last night. Now what do you think is this type of an adverb? This one is adverb of time. Okay, it is asking you, giving you asking you a question when. So you are gonna put the after the market ke baad last night will come at the end. Then we have the next, have you been to Hunza Valley? So again, where are you are going to put ever, you are going to put it before this been. Okay, it is a form of a be. So after you're going to say have you ever been. Over here it is going to come, the position will be after you are going to put over here after have you ever been, so it will come in this position. Then the next one is the birds were chirping, and the word is beautifully. So what do you think is beautifully? Beautifully is the adverb of manner, first thing, and obviously it will come in the end, because adverb of manner usually come at the end. Okay, the next one is I'm waiting for Khalid to arrive. I have been waiting for over 20 minutes. Okay, so where you supposed to put the word still, you are gonna put it after this helping verb over here. I means I am, and you're gonna put it over here. I am still waiting for Khalid to arrive. Okay, I am still waiting. Then the next one is, the last one is, he saw a blind beggar and in the market. Now this shows that this is an adverb of place over here, and automatically this statement will come at the end of it. So here we are. One more thing that I want to share with you. Now here we are, these are the adverbs of frequency. Now if you say okay, which ones are the adverb of frequency and mujhe nahi pata ye and wo, so you can look over here. This is a table of adverb of frequency, and you can easily get always, usually, normally, generally, often, frequently, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, and like kabhi kabhi, hardly, ever, ke kabhi bhi nahi, never means never. So these are the adverb of frequency. I wanted to share these with you as well. Now we are going to move further. Okay, now we are gonna move further to adverb phrase now, and as I told you before, okay, first we have done the adverb. Now we are gonna move to adverb phrase. And what is an adverb phrase? Adverb phrases are a group of words that does the function of an adverb, and it tells you how, when, where, why, or to what extent something is happening. Okay, so let's move further to the. We are gonna now, before doing adverb phrase, I'm gonna tell you the different types of phrases. Okay, the definition and the different types of phrases, so that you learn how these phrases work and in a different types. Okay, so let's start. Okay, now first of all, what we are going to look at is what is a phrase, the question. So a phrase is a group of words within a sentence that complements the overall structure of a sentence. A phrase cannot stand above alone to give a complete meaning. It can't stand alone in a complete meaning. For example, if you have these words in the street, now it doesn't mean anything, but when you make it or add it with a sentence that I saw a joker in the street, then it gives you a complete meaning, and it makes sense. So that's why what are the phrases? A phrase is a group of words that does not give you a complete meaning, and it can't stand alone. Okay. Okay, now moving further, first of all, we should know, okay, what are the different types of phrases. Now this topic is also related because you have in the next coming chapters, you are also gonna have different types of phrases. So over here, first of all, we are gonna do noun phrase. Now what is a noun phrase? A noun phrase acts like a noun. Okay, and the phrase that acts like a noun is known as a noun phrase. It contains a noun and other associated words which modify it. So there are modifiers and there are nouns, so it becomes a noun phrase. For example, they hired a huge beautiful house. Now over home, so now home is your basically noun, and huge and beautiful are the modifiers over here, so it becomes your a noun phrase. Now if we look at the next sentence, a woman in the window shouted for help. Now over here, woman is your noun and in the window is your modifier, so it shows that this is a noun phrase. Okay, now comes the second thing is the prepositional phrase, and the prepositional phrase are also used in adverb phrase as well. Prepositional phrases are very simple because a phrase comprising of a preposition and object of preposition. For example, noun or pronoun is known as a prepositional phrase. यानी इसमें एक तो ये है कि either there will be a noun or a pronoun, and along with that there will be a preposition automatically. So you should understand from there. For example, if we look at near the wall, now near is your preposition, wall is your noun, under is your preposition, tree is your noun, at is your preposition, and door is the noun. So it shows that these are the prepositional phrases. The kids were laughing at the joker. Now over here, at is your preposition, joker is your noun. He's sleeping on the carpet. Now on the carpet, automatically it comes to your mind when you look at the sentence, this is a prepositional phrase. Okay, now comes the adjective phrase. The next one is, and a phrase that acts like an adjective is in a sentence is called an adjective phrase, and like an adjective, it modifies a noun or a pronoun. So it basically modifies a noun or a pronoun. A kid on the roof is looking at the sky. Now here they are mentioning the kid. The kid is the noun, and basically they are modifying this noun. Adjective, it modifies the noun, so here it is modifying the noun. Which kid on the roof? So over here this will become your adjective phrase. Okay, the next one is the boy in the shop is my friend. So over here, boy is your what is your noun, and in the shop, now it is modifying that noun. So here we have what it is. Basically the boy is your noun, and in the shop is your phrase, so it becomes an adjective phrase. Okay, now the next thing is the adverb phrase. A phrase which acts like an adverb is called an adverb phrase. It modifies a verb in a sentence. Here we go. The kid sat beside her mother. The driver, he drives a car in a very high speed. Now, if you look at these two examples, I told you before कि जो prepositional phrases होते हैं वो adverb phrase के तौर पे भी काम करते हैं. And over here is the same sort of a situation कि we have beside and we have in, and it is also telling us कि how he drives. So it is modifying the verb. And again sat, where did the kid sat? It is he sat beside her mother. The kid sat beside her mother. So over here it is indicating that it is an adverb phrase. Now the next one is quite easy. That is a verb phrase, and verb phrase is made by how, because there is a helping verb and we have the fourth form of the verb, and when these two combine it becomes your verb phrase. For example, he is writing a letter. He has taken his annual exams. So this is a verb phrase over here. Now we have the gerund phrase, and gerund phrase is a group of gerunds, for example verb plus ing modifiers and other words linked to the gerund. So I enjoy listening to the music. Over here listening is your gerund, and gerund की खास बात ये होती है कि gerund is basically when the fourth form of the verb is verb plus ing form is used as a noun in a sentence. It becomes a gerund. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे gerund का basically जो मतलब है वो that is it acts as a noun. It is a fourth form of verb. When it acts as a noun it becomes a gerund. Okay, now back to the exercise, and here we are an adverb phrase. He works carefully. So this is a simple adverb, and this rested at sunset. Now at sunset is a group of words and it is an adverb phrase. Now they are saying in the next second that you are supposed to replace adverb phrase into an adverb. अच्छा बच्चे, लेकिन in the paper you are not gonna get in the that you are to change from one form to another, but you are supposed to get an underlined word, and you are gonna say, they are gonna ask you whether it's an adverb phrase or an adverb वगैरह वगैरह. ठीक है, so that you are gonna answer. Over here the way they have asked, we are gonna answer. So the first one is that our teacher wanted that work to be done without delay. So what is gonna be the other word? Simple adverb. It will be immediately. Okay, over here. Then we have the next one, and that is that she is without a doubt the most caring person. So over here we are gonna say that she is undoubtedly. Undoubtedly का मतलब होता है कि without any doubt. Okay, undoubtedly. सही है. Then we have we are going to go to the next page now. अच्छा, one more thing that I want to tell you over here कि this thing is very important. Please इसको you all have the books, इसमें इसको पढ़ें. The special positions of the adverb has been written and mentioned over here, so it's important. Please go through it yourself ताकि आपको पता चले कि adverb की positions क्या हैं. Okay, now here we go with the next thing, and this is the plants. This plant flowers once a year. Now when you change it into a simple adverb, once a year go, so you're gonna say yearly, yearly, or you can write annually. Both are correct. Okay, annually or yearly, single ek word. Then we have the next one, and that is you should complete the work in a while. So in a while means you should complete it shortly. So the right word is over here, shortly. Then the two old friends met each other by accident. So what do you think comes into your mind? It is accidentally. Okay, accidentally is your adverb. Okay, now we are going to have a quick definition of these two gerunds and infinitives. Here is a very simple definition. A gerund, also called the ing form, does the function of a noun, which is made from a verb by adding ing at the end. And the infinitive, also called the to form, is the base form of the verb. To means you use to, and then you use first form of the verb, to enjoy and to quit, to finish. So these are this, it becomes your it becomes your infinitives. Okay, when you add a to before when you use to and first form of the verb, it becomes infinitive. लेकिन यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे हैं जगह जहाँ पे आपको to की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती और आप simple the first form of the verb है that you use as an infinitive. That I'll tell you when we move further. Okay class, now here I wanted to share this with you as well. Infinitive to do and doing. See, for example, if you are using infinitive, then you're going to use do and first form of the verb do. And if you're using gerund, so you're going to use doing. Now after infinitive, it comes after the verbs. These are the verbs that if they come after that, you're going to use what? You're going to use infinitive. I wanted to meet him, because देखें यहाँ पे want आया हुआ है. And after verbs over here, आपने जो है ये वाले जो verbs होंगे, इसके बाद you can use the gerund form. For example, I enjoy shopping. Now this is important because अभी आगे आपको ये आएगा भी, ठीक है. And you're gonna answer कि ये यहाँ पे कौन सा होगा. So I enjoy shopping. यहाँ पे देखें enjoy is written over here. Then we have the next one, and that is the point number 2. And इसमें क्या कहा हुआ है? Now this table is basically, this one is of the infinitive and this is the gerund. ये दिमाग में याद रखें. And we are moving further now. Over here, after verb and object, when after verb and object combination, we are going to use what? You are going to use infinitive. For example, I asked him. Now over here, asked is your verb, him is your object, and after that you are using infinitive. I asked him to come. Now over after preposition in the gerund is for example, is he still interested in dancing? Okay, dancing. So over here it has come after, the gerund has come after the after the preposition over here, like this. Then we have the next one, and that is after adjectives. Now after adjective, what are you using? You're using infinitive. For example, feeling, anxious, eager, delighted. Over here, if you can see, I'm sorry to be on a nuisance. And probability, certainty, like for example over here, is it necessary to go. Now probability के लिए भी आप जो है infinitive इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Then come to a next type, and that is number 3, as a subject or a complement. As a subject you can use gerunds over here, and also as a complements as well. Okay, now with verbs, stop, remember, forget, regret. अगर ये यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं over here, future action show कर रहे हैं, तो फिर then you are going to use infinitive over here. And agar if it is coming showing previous action, then you are going to use gerunds over here. Then with verbs like love, hate, ये जो हैं इसमें है कि occasional actions हैं. I hate to interrupt, then you are going to use what? You are going to use infinitives. And if you are using regular likes or dislikes, then automatically you are going to use it as a gerund over here. Okay. Now here there's another table that I want to share as well, and that table is of again gerund and infinitives. And over here, if you look at the numbers over here, 4, 5, and the examples that uses are written over here at the back. Okay? The first one is smoking is bad for you, so it is basically used as a subject. Then the next is he's good at cooking. Number 5, after the preposition you're using it. And I love swimming. If love swimming, after some verbs, avoid these after some verbs like this, like avoid, enjoy, love, you are going to use gerunds over here. So in the same way, if you look at the 7, 1, and over here, these are the 4 types of gerunds that they have used. He studied harder to pass. Now number 7, if you look at the point number 7 over here, to extend express purpose, then we have we are happy to sing over here. It is number 1, after an adjective they have used what? They have used an infinitive. So in this way, if you look at this table closely, you are going to understand it. Okay girls, I hope that you have understood it. Now over here we are back with the book, and please this you're supposed to now read it yourself. And the most important thing, the very important thing is over here. This is the most important thing, this one. Read it very carefully. Now I want to underline this last line over here, the exceptions, that after would and should plus like and love, only the infinitives can be used, and you cannot use a gerund. Now over here, if read in the top, after some verbs that begin, start, continue, like, love, hate, intend, and prefer, you can usually use either gerunds और infinitive. यहाँ पे ये कहा है ना, but नीचे इन्होंने क्या कहा है? इन्होंने नीचे ये कहा है कि when you are using would or should, जाओ अगर ये like भी या love would or should के साथ आएगा, तो then what you are gonna use? You are gonna use only infinitive, no gerunds over here. Okay, so let's go to the exercise and let's see. Exercise C is, what do we have? We felt the plane dash in the storm. So what is the right answer over here? It's shaking. Okay, you're going to use the gerund over here. And why? Because it's an object. We felt the plane shaking. full stop. So over here gerund shaking can be used as an object. The next one is I have always disliked dash. Now what again you're going to use gerund over here, and that is smoking. Then we have the next one, and that is where did you learn. So where did you learn, and now it is a basically WH question, and over here you're gonna use infinitive to speak. Then we have the next one is the exhibition worth the last visit, so you're gonna use it as a gerund, visiting. And I don't mind dash early, so over here you're gonna use getting up early. Getting up. The next one is weird love. Now weird means we would. What is this word? We would. So we plus there's a would and then love, so automatically you're going to use infinitive. We would love to come with you. The next one is she seems, and over here you're going to use to know this place. Now comes the next page. Okay, now over here they have said that you're supposed to identify, so it's quite easy now for you. If you are bleeding, what is bleeding? Bleeding is your gerund, to clean is your infinitive, in the next checking is your gerund, then you have infinitive again gerund, and then we have to keep is your infinitive. The next one is that you are going to use is using. Using is your gerund, washing is your gerund, and to remove is your infinitive. Okay. Now the next exercise you're going to do it yourself. You are supposed to do it. This is an active and passive voice. Read it. It's quite easy. You will understand it. Okay. Okay class, now when you open your book to page number 52, there is your exercise C. This you're supposed to do it yourself. Now listen very carefully what you're supposed to do in this exercise. You are supposed to read this exercise clearly. Now first thing is that you're supposed to answer the questions at the end. This is your work. ये आपने काम करना है on your notebooks. And the next important thing about this lesson is this paragraph is that first you're going to read it carefully and you're going to do the question answers, and after that the next thing is that you're supposed to write a précis. Okay. Now what is a précis? You are gonna read this paragraph and count the words, and you're gonna, after counting the words, you are gonna bring it to 1/3. Okay. Well, if you have 50 words, so half of the 50 words is 25 words. Okay. And the 1/3 will be, what do you think will be the 1/3? Okay, now the 1/3 will be 16 words. Okay, so précis is the part of your it will come in the exams when you are going to get the passage. You are going to write they are going to say कि summarize, like basically it means कि you are going to write a précis and it will be 1/3 of the whole passage. So this is your homework. Note it down. This is your work that you are supposed to do on your notebooks. This paragraph you are going to shrink it, and you're going to remove all the irrelevant material, and you're gonna shrink it to 1/3 of the passage. Okay, and you're also supposed to write the question answers as well. Okay, now here we are with the last thing that you're supposed to we're going to discuss today, and that is the paragraph. And beta ji आप लोगों ने ये सारे paragraphs करने हैं. लैंड पोल्यूशन, द सब्जेक्ट आई लाइक द मोस्ट, ये आपने पैराग्राफ की शक्ल में नहीं करना. यू आर सपोज टू राइट एन एसे. ठीक है, बिकॉज इन क्लास 10th यू आर सपोज टू राइट एन एसे, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू राइट अ पैराग्राफ. सो आपने यू आर जस्ट कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू एसे, एंड ऑल दीज टॉपिक्स दैट आर ओवर हियर, these you are supposed to do it on your neat notebooks, and all these exercises must be done. You are gonna write exercise number D, E and F on the notebooks. Okay, all these forms of essays. Is it clear? No paragraphs, but you're gonna convert it into essay form. An essay has a proper beginning, middle and end. You have each idea is written in a separate paragraph, and there should be a proper introduction and a proper conclusion. So I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Is quite lengthy, but still I have tried to cover the whole everything in it. Okay, now good luck.